Back in May, Edinboro University made a change of leadership when it selected Dr. Guiyou Huang as the school's 19th president. Dr. Huang assumed the duties on July 1st and has since been getting to know the faculty and staff and will soon be busy greeting first-year students arriving on campus. And joining us now is Dr. Guiyou Huang, Edinboro University's 19th president. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
And am I saying your name correctly?
Exactly.
Okay, good. So before we get into your current role as Edinboro University's newest president, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, thank you for having me. I came up from Louisiana, where I was a chancellor for a couple of years. Before that, in Vermont as a senior vice president. 30 years ago, I came from Beijing, China. So this month marks my 30th year anniversary in this country.
Now, when it comes to Edinboro University, how did you learn about that position and what made you decide that this was the next step you wanted to take in your career?
Yeah, it's simple. I was in the system 15 years ago. I was a faculty member at Kutztown University for 9 years, teaching there, chairing an English department, and also the director of the honors program. So I was very familiar with the system, Apache. It's a great system. I love it. So coming back, this is the state where I got married, had my first son, who is somewhere around in this building, and started my career. And I knew about Edinboro even then. But now, this second time around, I wanted to be a president of a college that's comprehensive, that has a graduate school, that has a potential. And Edinboro has all of those. So I came back, and I'm very happy to be back.
Well, and you've been back since July 1st when you officially started the job. What are your impressions so far of the campus and the faculty and the students?
Yeah, great impressions. Great facilities on campus, a beautiful lake, a lot of nice buildings, some space, very usable space. The faculty and staff are very warm, very enthusiastic about new leadership, the new momentum that we are creating together. And also, of course, I met some students over the summer. They are very interested in seeing what the new president is going to do, what would be in store for them when they come back. And it's a nice town. Edinboro, a small town, very quiet, very safe. It's a good place for study. When I went to college, it was a smaller town also, but it's a similar environment because it's a place where you can do things while feeling safe and feeling secure. So it has been very good impression over the last 2 months that I have been here. And I'm very happy that I'm working with a lot of good people at this university and in the neighborhood.
What do you see as some challenges maybe? A lot of universities now facing challenges with larger deficits, declining enrollment. How do you hope to combat that at Edinboro?
Yeah, you're right. These challenges are not unique to Edinboro University, not unique to Pennsylvania. The state support has not been as high as it was a couple of decades ago. So financially, we need to be stronger. That is tied to the health of enrollment. But by the way, our enrollment is stable this year. Actually, we are seeing a real improvement in the freshman cohort. As of today, it's just about 120 students more than the budgeted number. So that's a huge victory. I have my faculty staff, especially the admissions staff, to thank for this great number. We have other challenges like graduation rates, retention, first-year retention rates. Those are challenges. But the university has done a few things the last few years that have already made improvement on retention, which stands at 75% as of this moment. Our goal is to reach 80% in the next few years.
Which that 75% is a great improvement, isn't it, over what they'd seen before?
Over 66%
That's
just a
big.
couple of years ago. It's a real improvement, yes.
Well, and you talked a little bit, too, about the tuition freeze for all the state-owned universities recently approved. Does that help, too?
I hope so. I think so. It will help the family and the families and the students. And the state did allocate a 2% increase for operations, so that helps. Our hope is that this phrase will help with retention and recruitment. I think those are the primary goals that we are looking at. This is the first time the system stopped increasing. Has no tuition increase for the first time in many, many years. So in that regard, it will help the middle-class families and their community.
Well, it certainly does because, we've talked about a community college in the area and really the lack of one in Erie. And Edinboro is an affordable alternative. So I would imagine that helps maybe fill the void a bit.
Yeah, I hope so. The community college idea is very interesting. I need to see how it will play out between the parties, the state, Erie County, and the city of Erie, and Edinboro University. I do think that a community college would be a great feeder program to the four-year college at Edinboro. So, hopefully something will materialize in the end, but I'm still waiting to see what will come of it.
Now, we've heard over the past couple of years about the university's strategic plan.
Yeah.
What are some of its goals and what are your priorities in implementing the plan? Because we've heard some pros and cons about this. What do you see as the most important part of that plan?
Yeah, a strategic plan is a blueprint. It's a goal setting. We set 2 goals. I was not a part of it, but I happen to think those goals are the right goals for the university. One, they are university health. Largely financial health. So we want the institution to be financially more stable, hopefully more viable in a few years. The second priority is student success. There are many definitions of student success. I would consider successful retention of students from year to year is success, and graduating them at a higher number in 4, 5, 6 years is success. Taking a course and doing well in that course is a success. So that's why we have a priority in student retention. If we retain them from the first year to the second year, then the likelihood of having more students graduate in 4 years will increase. My own priorities are very much in line with the university's strategic plan, and certainly also in line with the system's redesign effort. So those are very well aligned. I do want to emphasize the importance of financial health, aggressive recruitment and enrollment, and retention. There are other issues that are important, like diversity and inclusion on both the faculty, staff side. I would include students. We need to have more students that are diverse, that are international. I also think that morale enhancement is important. We've had a history where we've accomplished a lot, but not all of them have been properly celebrated. I want to see more celebration of our achievement, our good record in many ways, whether it's new programs or faculty publications, faculty awards, staff achievements. Those things can be more celebrated to enhance our campus morale.
Well, and you see that. When students and alumni and faculty have pride, that just translates everywhere you go. When you talk about Edinboro, then just having that pride in your school.
That's when I walk around or travel around in northwestern Pennsylvania, I've met a lot of alumni in the short 50 days, right?
Strong alumni base.
They are very proud of the university,
Yes.
which has been here 162 years. I have no doubt it will be here for another 162 years, even longer, because we have a very solid foundation. The faculty, staff, and students, and alumni, and the townies, they have a genuine interest in seeing the university succeed. They have, many of them support the university with their time, their energy, their money. The Council of Trustees knows exactly what they are doing. They want to see the university improve in a number of areas. I'm with them, or they are with me. So that pride will carry us far. We know we have work to do, but we want to make the university and its alumni and its constituency groups continue to be proud of the institution.
Dr. Huang, Edinboro University's 19th president, we thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and we really all, I know in this community, look forward to seeing what you do with the university.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back.